Hi, this is Fred from Home for the Long Haul. A lot of seniors would love to take an Alaska cruise but don't want the stress of airports or long drives. Today, I'm going to walk you through a practical way to do the entire trip using only Amtrak trains and Uber. No flying and no driving a car yourself. This approach is especially helpful if you prefer a slower pace, have mobility concerns, or simply don't want to deal with airport security, flight delays, or long hours behind the wheel anymore. Many retirees tell me the hardest parts of travel are the airports and the driving, so this method removes both of those problems. Here's the overall plan in simple terms. You take an Uber from your home to the nearest Amtrak station. You ride the train to the city where your cruise ship departs, usually Seattle or Vancouver. From the train station, you take another Uber directly to the cruise terminal. When the cruise ends, you reverse the whole process and take the train back home. Let's go through each step carefully so you can actually use this plan. Step 1. Choose the right departure city. Most Alaska cruises leave from either Seattle or Vancouver, British Columbia. Seattle is usually the easier option for most people living in the United States because you stay within the country, and Amtrak has reliable service into King Street Station. Vancouver is also an excellent departure point, and many people prefer the Canadian side, but you will need a valid passport and you will cross the border by train. Both cities have good Uber and taxi service right to the cruise terminals. If you have a preference for one city over the other, check the cruise schedules early because not every ship sails from both ports every week. Step 2. Book your Amtrak tickets as early as possible. Long-distance Amtrak trains can sell out, especially during the peak Alaska cruise season from May through September. Once you have your cruise dates confirmed, book the train right away. If you're coming from California or the West Coast, the Coast Starlight is a popular and scenic option. If you're coming from the Midwest or East Coast, the Empire Builder is often the best choice. For more comfort, strongly consider booking a roomette or a bedroom instead of a regular coach seat. These private rooms give you a place to rest, stretch out, and sleep. Meals are usually included when you book a room. Also request any accessibility assistance you need when you make the reservation. Amtrak can arrange help with boarding and luggage if you ask in advance. Booking early also gives you a better chance of getting the room type you want. Step 3. Plan the Uber or car service portions carefully. Use Uber or Lyft to get from your house to the Amtrak station. When you arrive in Seattle or Vancouver, use the same app to go from the train station straight to the cruise terminal. Both cities have clearly marked rideshare pickup areas. If you're not comfortable using smartphone apps, you can call a local taxi company or an accessible private car service a few days ahead and schedule the rides in advance. Many seniors prefer this option because it feels more predictable and less stressful. You can also ask the hotel or cruise line if they recommend specific car services that are used to handling cruise passengers and luggage. Step 4. Build in extra time. This is critical. Trains sometimes run late. To protect yourself, plan to arrive in the cruise city at least one full day before your ship sails. That extra day gives you a buffer, lets you rest, and completely removes the worry of missing the cruise. Some people even arrive 2 days early so they can spend a relaxed night in a hotel near the port and not feel rushed. This extra time is one of the most important parts of making the plan work smoothly. It's much better to have a quiet day in the city than to arrive stressed and worried about the train being late. Step 5. Handle luggage and mobility needs. Amtrak allows checked baggage on most long-distance routes. You can check larger suitcases and just keep a small bag with you on the train. At major stations, red cap or station staff assistance is often available to help with bags. On the cruise side, most lines are very used to passengers arriving by taxi or rideshare. There are usually porters at the terminal to help with luggage. If you use a walker, wheelchair, or scooter, contact both Amtrak and the cruise line as soon as you book so they can note your needs and provide assistance at both ends of the trip. Planning this ahead of time makes the whole experience much easier and less tiring. Step 6. Plan the return trip the same way. When your cruise ends, take an Uber from the terminal back to the Amtrak station and ride the train home. Again, give yourself extra time in case the ship is delayed getting back to port. It's better to have a comfortable buffer than to feel rushed at the end of your vacation. Some people even book a hotel for one night after the cruise before taking the train home so they can rest and unpack a little before the return journey. Extra tips that make this plan work better. Check Amtrak's website or app for real-time train status the day of travel. Keep your cruise documents and ID in a small bag you keep with you at all times. If you have dietary needs, mention them when booking both the train and the cruise. Consider travel insurance that covers trip delays, especially when combining train and cruise travel. Pack a small overnight bag with medications, a change of clothes, and important documents in case of any delays. Take screenshots of your train confirmation and Uber ride details so you have them offline. This whole method removes two of the biggest travel stresses for many seniors: airports and long drives. You get to enjoy the scenery from the train, arrive at the cruise terminal without rushing, and travel at a more comfortable pace. Of course, this works best if you live within reasonable distance of an Amtrak station. If your nearest station is several hours away, you may need to adjust by adding an overnight stay or combining with another form of transportation for the first leg of the trip. Would you consider taking an Alaska cruise this way, using only trains and Uber? Or have you already done something similar? Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I read everyone and they help other viewers planning the same kind of trip. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe for more practical senior travel ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.